Assalamu alaikum.
Merhaba,
Khushamedid.
hoş geldiniz.
Welcome to our YouTube channel with Miyaan
Biwi
Aur TV.
TV.
Welcome guys to yet another review of Pakistani dramas. Today we have 3 dramas. We will start with Dayan.
Dayan.
We
Yes.
will go to Parwarish,
Parwarish.
my favorite. And then we will go to Raaja Rani.
Raaja Rani.
So, like as we said in our last review, today's lineup is missing Hamras.
Yeah.
And our question was, we actually didn't do the poll we were going to
Yeah.
do, so maybe we can do today or tomorrow. Please tell us, should we review Hamras? If you really want, we can do it on our Sunday reviews. Otherwise, we are thinking of skipping it because that drama is driving me crazy, especially me. I don't know
Yeah.
about you.
True.
Because it is out of it has no logic, no rationality, no storyline, very weak premise. It's frustrating acting, ajeeb ghareeb characters. Comedy is I'm reviewing Hamras without wanting to review it, but we didn't watch this week's episode. So if you guys are really into it, we can do the review. So let us know.
Yes, let us know.
So let's move on to Dayan.
Dayan. Let's move on.
What happened? Actually, give me a reminder. What happened in
Yeah.
these episodes
What
this
happened?
week?
I mean, Mehvish Hayat as Misha. She was going around the house and she was like taunting people, she was like threatening and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what did she do? She showed the video to Zava.
She didn't show the video.
No,
True.
Zawarsha.
Yes.
She showed the video. Then after that, he fired, not fired. Sorry, he said get out of my house
To
and
Zakia.
to Zakia.
Yeah.
And after that, what happened? The other sister,
Fawzia.
yeah, she didn't much support actually, honestly, her
Yeah.
sister. And what happened more? And basically, actually, all the 2 episodes we watched, right?
Yes.
It was
Then
all
Shabab
this, I
finds
guess.
out in the second episode
She got poisoned
that who poisoned
from the
her.
report.
Yes, and who
Misha,
did it?
Misha says again, yeah.
And who did it, and so she calls the police. So Zawarsha is trying to he is just like, sister and your husband, get out of my house, you guys are not welcome, you try to poison my wife. Whereas when Shabab finds out, she's like, arrest her. So then Zawarsha and Shabab are having a conflict, because she wants to even punish more severely, so Zakia actually ends up in the jail, whereas Zawarsha just wanted them to be thrown out of the house. So Nihal's plans are working. Good job, Nihal. I mean, okay. I will just say that actually you talked about this you talked about this last week, that if Nihal suspected that Zakia is adding something into the chai, why did you still
Definitely.
go and take the chai?
Yeah.
She even admits to Zawarsha, I was the last person who gave Nihal something, gave Shabab something, I took the chai. Then why didn't anyone think, and I also made the video?
Yes.
So if you made the video and you thought it was something suspicious, then why did you give
I
the chai?
was thinking maybe they can clarify this, they can do something but then maybe Zavarsha would ask, why did you take the video? And Misha says something maybe clear, clever in a
Don't
clever
say
way.
Misha, she's Nihal to
Yeah,
us.
she's Nihal, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying Misha.
We know she's Nihal, so for us there is no mystery. I mean, the whole episode is just Zakia is right now the target of Nihal, and she's fully so one person down. We can actually say one.
We should
One
put the
target.
cross.
Yes, one is there.
Yeah.
It's cross. So Zakia done. Let's see what happens to Amir now. I think Amir also will go down with her. So she's in the jail. Shabab is very angry. She's not gonna pardon her anytime soon. So what's gonna happen? And also, by the way, one question I still had. So Zakia and Amir got very angry at Fawzia because it was all her planning. She was the
Amir
mastermind.
or the other guy?
Sorry, Amir.
Right?
What did I
Amir.
say?
Amir and Zakia, I guess you said.
Yeah.
Zakia and
Javed.
maybe Javed.
Fallah, Javed, Amir, Zakia, Fawzia, whatever. So, as I was saying, what was I saying? That
He
they
got
know.
angry. Yeah, they got angry.
They got angry at Fawzia. Why didn't they just also reveal that it was Fawzia's master plan? I don't understand. I don't feel like they have much loyalty to each other. So why didn't they take her name in front of Zawarsha? At her sister, she's angry. It's all because of you and da 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 da. But to Zawarsha, she didn't even say, actually, she took me she didn't present any defense for herself. Is so that to me was a little, because these people are so lowly, double crossing, cheating. Literally, Javed killed a guy. Remember, he shot a man who was who buried the dead bodies. So he killed. She was holding Nihal while the other people were killing her. Like other people, I mean Fauzia and Amir, right? This time, yes. So I just don't understand, like, why didn't they admit that? But I guess they will. When times will get desperate, I guess her desperate move will be to also implicate her own sister. And we see that there is conflict now between Zavarsha and Shabab, and Nihal is like
evil music.
Yes, evil music, and yeah, Shabab's mother is also there, and she's like,
Shabab's mother said like, I will take Shabab from here. Yes. And Zavarsha, you should not like.
Yes, but then he says, okay, go, but Hunain will go nowhere. And then Shabab is like, how can you do this? And he's like, yes. By the way, what is wrong with Zavarsha? What is he becoming? They showed us in the beginning of Dayan, he was the most loving, crazy in love, would never touch another woman, not even look at another woman. Now he is full on flirting with the nanny. Now he's crossing
all the lines. Yeah.
He is not caring for Shabab at all.
Yeah.
So what just happened? Is he like, falling in the eyes of the sexy nanny or what? This is what's happening.
Yeah.
So, I mean, crazy times on the Shah family. Crazy times for Shah family.
Shah family, yeah.
Yeah. But I kind of enjoyed it. I like the acting of, honestly, I will say the both sisters acting, her crying, Zakia crying, and Fauzia being like, oh, my sister. I liked their acting. I like. I
don't like one thing. Misha is always like, sometimes Nihal, I mean, leaving the room, and she's just like, she's just standing there and she's looking at the camera. And like,
that is too much. And also, what is wrong with the doctor, her Baba? He's also like cheerleader, like, go Nihal, poison them all, kill them all. Like, also, she literally tried to poison Shabab, could have died.
Yeah,
is her plan to kill them? Because she doesn't know that Shabab was a witness. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't know Shabab was a witness to her own, supposedly, her murder. True. I don't know. So there is like a lot of area. Of course, it's Dayan after all. So, I mean,
they also started using this word
a lot,
like
for
Dayan.
For Nihal.
Like that, Dayan nanny.
Yeah. So, guys, that is all. And Zavarsha is blindly trusting Nihal over nanny over his own sisters and everyone, which is a little weird. That's all for Dayan.
This was a short review, right?
Yeah. We have a new thing we could introduce. So guys, before we move on to other dramas, actually we are going to introduce a new rating system. It's more like our reactions. It's not even rating. When we are very happy, we will say very good or joke E in Turkish. Or if we are okay, one thumbs up. That's also actually good. So it means E, good. Like E, fine, good.
Yeah.
If we are like a little like meh, then orta, this is our face. And if we are like Tauba, astaghfirullah, what is this so confusing? Then we are like kafa kharish taraja.
Yes, kafa kharish.
Did I say it right?
Yes, confusing.
Yes. So without delaying much, let's do it on 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
You choose your thing, what you're gonna show. Let's say our reaction about Dayan's episodes.
3, 2, 1.
Mine is confusion.
Mine is meh. I mean, not much
confusion.
Actually,
meh is also fine.
Confusion in the sense of, I mean, we know what things like.
True. For me, it's more like whenever Nihal looks at camera, I'm like, and whenever she's walking around with the same face, I'm like, how is no one recognizing her?
Yeah.
Because in this episode, she goes in a flashback where Zavarsha is literally with the same person, which was Nihal. And again, he's with the same person. I don't know. Kafa kharish taraja.
Yeah.
Benim kafam kharish taraja.
No. You said benim kafam correct. Kharish. Just one thing you will add.
Karıştım.
Delete the M. Remove the M.
Remove the?
Karıştı.
Karıştı.
Yeah. You were going correct, like.
Okay. So, let's move on to
Parwarish.
Yay!
Yes, this drama we really enjoy.
So when you think things have already hit the ceiling,
And it
will now go,
right
it's
now.
gonna come down,
Yeah, but
because
it is going more right now.
because what else can happen now? I was thinking, okay, what's her name?
Mali? No.
The girl.
Amal.
Not Amal, the other girl.
Anya.
Anna.
Maya.
Maya's dad goes to Wali's house.
Yeah.
Okay, big thing. I'm like, okay, what will happen is he's gonna be like, now marry my daughter. What is your solution?
Yeah.
And then now the marriage thing is gonna open up, which it did. They did open that up, that can of worms. But what I did not expect was Wali leaving the house.
Yeah, I was also not expecting.
That whole build-up. Like, so Maya's father leaves. I'm like, okay, so the Dadaji is gonna call him after 2 days. What will happen? And Wali has said, okay, I will marry your daughter. I will take responsibility.
Yeah.
Yes, they will think maybe they will get engaged. Of course, not married. They will get engaged, rishta pakka and all that. Or maybe, or maximum nikah will happen, but not rukhsati. Like, they will not go, but just nikah. And after they finish medicine. But everything is revealed. So
Yeah.
it is so, because Jahangir and Wali have the big world war. Actually, I shouldn't say those, because
Yeah.
actually we are living,
just
I feel like.
Fight. Like,
They have like this big fight where Jahangir admits that you are a loser, you got in, no one, he uses such harsh words with
Yeah.
his son. He said from that medical school, no one would even spit on your face. I was the one who got you
he
through.
said spit.
Yes,
like,
no one would even spit on your face, he said.
मेडिसिन आई फॉट तुम्हें तो कोई उस कॉलेज का गेट ना टॉपने दे मैंने मिनिस्टर के आगे हाथ पांव जोड़ के तुम्हें एडमिशन दिलवाया था वहां पे वरना कोई थूक के ना तुम्हारे मुंह में
Such harsh
So
words he
harsh.
uses for his son. Not even like a strange man will use, I feel like, in a fight. Anyway, so Wali and Jahangir have this big fight. And I really wasn't expecting this. He says, okay, I'm leaving. And he leaves the house. Oh, what were your reactions?
It was, of course, shocking. It was like, I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
But I
loved. Sorry,
No,
before
no.
you continue, I will just say I love the fact when a drama gives me something which I cannot
Unexpected.
predict.
Yeah.
Because usually I predict the drama storyline, but this drama has really turned your head in so many ways. So I'm loving it,
I am
and
also
in a
enjoying.
good way.
Yes.
So yes.
I am also enjoying. Really, that scene was
Climax.
very intense and
Yeah.
climax. Yeah. So I wasn't expecting, of course, Wali to leave, but then, like, I don't know, I don't know right now what he's gonna do. Like in the last, the scene, you know, he, like, the rickshaw person took
Uncle.
him to an hotel, open air hotel. It is like
on a
what type of hotel?
charpai side of the road.
Yeah. What type of
People lived homeless people type hotel, right? Like if you're homeless, it was so, because it's Karachi. Karachi is not it is not, okay, to say politely, I would say Karachi is not a city for soft people. Like, it's a hard city. You cannot survive, especially a guy like Wali who has no experience.
Yeah.
And by the way, whenever Wali has been by himself going around in the city, he has ended up in jail.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
He should be.
Twice he ended up in the police
I
station.
don't know what is
So
gonna
what is going to happen? I am just like, OMG, and the whole build up. And I will say each actor in this show deserves an award, because that whole, okay, Wali Samar Jaffrey's acting superb. Wow, what an actor. Jahangir's acting, Noman Ejaz, he's a veteran actor anyways, but wow. Then his mother, played by Mahnoor,
can't write name.
I know her name. Oof, now I'm bugging out. Her acting so good. Then Amal's reaction when she's crying, and so she has a moment which I thought was real. She throws everything and she slaps her face. I related to that a lot, and she goes like completely crazy, but it was all in her head. You know, she was just sitting crying. Then Anya crying, that actress, and then also Sameer's. He's like, please, Wali, please don't go. It will be fine. You remember at the
Yes.
gate, he's like, don't go, acha, don't get angry. I'm with
Even
you.
the uncle was saying like,
Yes,
don't go,
that
don't go.
uncle, the guard uncle or driver
Yeah.
uncle, and then very quickly when he leaves, because Wali is like, do you want me to die here? I will die here. Please, you're my brother. I love you. Let me go right now. And he goes, and then Sameer is crying, but he's like, okay. Everyone is tension. I cannot cry.
Yeah.
So I felt like that scene was very small, like Sameer's part, but I thought that was such a powerful scene. Why I'm saying powerful moment? Why I'm saying that? Because usually in our societies, men don't cry. Men shouldn't cry. Men shouldn't express.
I didn't feel that much powerful that scene really, but
I
okay.
felt that moment because
didn't feel-
he is suppressing his own emotions because the family is in tension, because we don't allow men to express themselves. I feel like that is one of the reasons why Jahangir is full of so much negativity for his own children, because he doesn't express his vulnerabilities. The things you maybe think in your head you don't say them out loud, because when you say them out loud, they are so full of poison. He literally said that to his son. He said, Baba, please, why are you doing this? Like, let
Do
me
you
live.
remember what he said? He said,
Yes.
I gave birth to you.
Yes, exactly. You don't admit to these things. A man like Jahangir, you think like this, you operate like this. He literally said it. I gave you birth. I own every breath you take. I own you. You will do whatever I say. You will breathe when I tell you to breathe. So that whole thing was like, these are things in your head. You don't say these things out loud, right? You
He
don't.
just said,
क्योंकि मैंने पैदा किया है तुम्हें, मैंने पाला है तुम्हें। इस काबिल बनाया है तुम्हारी जिंदगी कर, तुम्हारे एक एक सांस पर सिर्फ मेरा हक है।
Reveal these dark thoughts. He literally just said it out loud. He said, you always call me a loser. Let me show you myself in the school. Now I am in the medical school. He said, what medical school? No one will again like.
He said medical, my foot or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can go on and on. I can talk about this show literally for like 2 hours if I want to, but I will not do that. I'm just saying I'm in love with the actors. I love the show. Last week it was all about so much crazy happening at Maya's house. This time it was Wali's house, and wasn't expecting it, like I said. So I loved each and Reham Rafiq, Savera.
Manur.
Her name is Savera Nadeem. Yes, Savera Nadeem. Her acting. Dadaji also, his acting. Dadiji, like, why did you let him go? He was like, I knew he would leave, so it's better he left like this. I don't even know how much money he gave him. I just saw 5,000. I don't know, because 5,000 is nothing at all. It's like nothing. It's like 100 lira maybe, if we can see it like that. Anyway, so I know I talked so much because I felt so passionately. Do you have anything to say?
No, I really liked actually the whole scene.
What do you think will happen about the fact that now Maya's dad is gonna wait 2 days, but Wali left? So what are they gonna do? What about that scene where Waleed's mother comes and does all that?
Right, with the neighbors.
Yes, makes all that racket in the mahalla.
She shouted. She was shouting and like.
Yeah.
It was so bad, that scene, honestly. I mean, your son insulted the father already, and you are coming to their house and bullying them for no reason. But one thing I liked, the mother's reaction.
Yeah.
The mother's reaction I really liked. She threw all the gifts that they gave, and she just closed. She shut the door, and they just understand from this language. I feel like she did right. I mean, she was literally, everyone was gathering there, and she was shouting, "Your daughter like did this."
Was having an affair.
Yes, and everyone is listening there, and it's so bad. I mean, look, she should look at his son, like her son. Sorry. No,
sons. There are double standards in our society, unfortunately, for boys and girls. But it was so good. The scene was so good. I mean, she was super bad, and from the beginning, she was a bad woman. But just that scene, I will say the writer and director, Misam, I think the director's name, and Kiran, or again we will mention here the writer. Awesome. The dialogues, everything, and Mahnoor's pain that her son has left, and her anger at Jangi.
Yeah.
Like she, what does she say? That don't like come to me, don't touch me. She says to him, right, when he's trying to, says, just bring my son back. You will bring my son back. I just felt each and everything, and I was just like, OMG, was not expecting it. And I feel very scared for Wali, by the way. Angrezi bacha, American boy, lost on Karachi streets. What's gonna happen? Even the rickshaw wala uncle gave him like 1-2. He's like, get out of my rickshaw. Acha, sorry uncle, like take bhai ye wo. So even imagine rickshaw wala uncle is showing so much attitude. How is he gonna survive? But I would love to see his struggle and his rise. I really want him to show his toxic father. His father needs to realize how much of a bad father
what is he gonna do? He's gonna find job or something?
We saw in the promo, he's gonna see again that musician guy. So maybe he's gonna contact him. Something's gonna happen.
Musician guy was who?
You know, once he saw a musician guy on a bike going away with the guitar. He seemed like a hipster kind of a person.
He was.
I told you this is the director of the show. He sees him again in the promo, so I think maybe something's gonna happen there. I really want him to become like, you know, the young stunner or type, because they also came from Karachi, but different story. I mean, so anyways, really excited for where the story is going, and also from what will happen with Maya. And I liked also how Maya's father didn't fully change. He's still his conservative, narrow-minded kind of guy, but you also understand his majboori also, because he says that we come from a low class. We are not open-minded people like you. This is a big thing in my mohalla, in my family. This is a big stain, and it will affect my other daughter also. So I like that, because these characters don't change overnight. You know, he is still stuck in his thing. So I appreciate that. So should we give?
Okay.
Yes.
Which it's obvious what we're gonna.
1,
2, 3.
Choki, love for Parwarish. Yay! High five.
Then now we are moving on to
Ek tha Raaja, ek thi Rani. Raaja Rani, after talking about Parwarish, coming to Raaja Rani. Not that I'm saying it in a bad way. I just feel like Parwarish is not a next level. Raaja Rani for me.
Okay, but it is not that much. But in this episode, something happened very big.
As we were talking about that, Parwarish is so unpredictable. Did not expect the scene.
I also didn't expect, for example,
Wali leaving. But again, one good thing about Raaja Rani that happened, I don't know if it was a good thing. Definitely not a good thing for in the story if you're immersed with the characters and all. But good thing about the show in the sense of its story writing, that you did not see this coming. You did not. I did not even predict it in my wildest dreams it would happen. And what happened?
What happened? What was the name? Xavier's dad. He got murdered
by
Junaid.
Yes. That scene was so
He was
horrible.
Like literally crazy, and he just opened the door and he was laying down, and he went there and he was doing
to death.
And the other one, like the Xavier's dad was also doing this, and he was like, they were both doing to each other, and it was so, I don't know, they said heart attack, but like we know, of course.
So this the week's episodes opens with Xavier's father. I forget his name, so we are like Xavier's father. He confronts Junaid and his own brother that you guys were doing some corruption, especially Junaid. You were doing corruption. So the father is like, "Oh, please forgive him, bhai. Give him one chance. He's like in a mind as if you justify. Okay, maybe I will give you a chance, something like that." So we know he's been caught red-handed, and right now he needs to serve time. And Junaid actually admits, "Oh, I feel like in this company," again to his father, he's like, "I feel like a tiny horse, you know, like chota admi." He has this chota admi complex. Like, also one thing he says to his father which made absolutely no sense to me. He said, "Oh, just because Xavier was born before me and Xavier is his son."
Yeah, of course his son.
उन्होंने जावियार को जितने चांसेस दिए हैं माजी में मुझे दे सकते थे, सिर्फ इसलिए कि वो पहले पैदा हुआ और उनकी औलाद है बस। देखो बेटा जरा
I born before me. If you were the brother born
Yeah.
before me, it would make sense. Oh, just because
But his son,
yeah, of
we are
course,
talking about, of course.
the father is gonna
Yeah.
prioritize his own son over you. That is just obvious. And anyway, so that I was like, okay, you are crazy, but we know he is crazy. And then what ends up happening is that he overhears Zaviar's dad talking on the phone that I want to register FIR against someone.
Yeah, and he heard that.
He just hears that someone close to me, but
Yeah.
who is it? We don't know. I don't think it would have been Junaid. He will realize this later. So he gets very angry and he just goes to the room and he chokes the father, Zaviar's dad, to death. Very unexpected. But what are your opinions about the actor? His acting, Junaid's acting, the actor, I mean, playing him.
Junaid's acting is just like, I don't know. He was having some mental breakdown after choking, of course,
Yeah.
the father. So his acting was fine, but I was expecting more actual acting from Faisal Qureshi. I would expect.
Yeah,
maybe
me too.
More like, you know,
Grief.
some grief, or maybe like, I don't know, some doing
Going
some
crazy.
kind of like
Yeah.
running in the place, like maybe throwing himself on the ground. And
Do you think
doing
because he's like young in his like
Maybe,
psychologically
but,
he
you
didn't
know,
fully hit him
register
yet?
this thing,
Yes.
yeah. But he see, where are you taking my father, or
He
something
said,
like
but
that.
I mean, I also felt that there was a
Yeah.
lack of reaction from Xavier, because usually we've seen him give such big reactions over
Yeah.
smaller triggers, which are big triggers for him. But this is a big thing.
And the Junaid family, they are the evil character, really the most evil character there.
Yeah.
Still, I cannot believe like their son murdered someone and
Yeah.
they are covering up. And still not just covering up, the other one is brother of him.
Yes,
And
that was my thing.
He
Has no
literally
remorse.
Yes, that
I
is the
thought
thing.
the brother in the beginning, I thought his wife and son are very
Yes,
evil,
and he's
but the
the
brother
good one.
has some
Yeah.
little bit softness
I
for
was
his
also
own brother,
thinking that.
the Chachu. But Chachu was also, he showed no like
So evil.
reaction.
No
Your son
reaction.
is just coming, I murdered your brother.
And imagine, like, someone, you are in the same room, and I will call boy. I mean, you know, like Faisal Qureshi is coming, Xavier, and like you are seeing a dead body is laying down, and he's just like, Papa, wake up! Like Rani did this to me and stuff like, and they are literally just washing it. Like, how can a person be this much? I don't know.
Cruel and
Not just cruel. There should be another word, like
heartless.
not just heartless. Also, maybe some other. I don't know.
Cold. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will just say I actually really, honestly, I like the acting of the actor Arez Ahmed, I think his name is, who played Junaid. I really liked his acting because he literally seemed like a demented, crazy person. Because the way he killed his own uncle, his Taya, it was to me so out of nowhere, and he just snapped. This guy is psycho. We now know for sure. He did some psychotic things, like, you know how he made Rani slap herself, but he didn't slap Rani, he made her slap. So I was like, maybe he still has a line, because you remember in the beginning episode he went to an assassin and he said, no, I will not get Xavier killed, that's too much. He literally said, so I'm like, okay, he has a line, but this time he completely lost it. He completely lost his, and then he goes, oh no, I've killed. So I was like, okay, but we know very quickly soon in the next episode that they're already planning to do something to Xavier, and they're not that much regretful. They're gonna actually milk this opportunity because now they can get all the wealth and stuff and things like that. So yeah, this big unexpected thing happened. So for the unpredictability of the show, I will give it like a clap. That was like a clap. Even though Javed Sheikh's untimely death, I feel sad obviously, and now what will happen to poor Xavier. Now if you talk about Rani's sister gains her ability to talk, and she wants to only say her first words in front of Xavier. So Rani is like, you traitor. She's like, whose sister are you? Who gave you birth and you want that guy? Because she's so irritated at Xavier for falling in love with Rani. But I honestly didn't understand her anger much.
It wasn't justified much.
Right?
Like, yeah.
She said, oh, because Xavier and Xavier's dad, his dad, thinks I am his toy. So, and she is already stuck up about Raja. So, which definitely is a fraud person. So I didn't feel her outbursts and anger at poor Xavier at all. It was justified. She said, "You are pagal. Get out of here!" Like, so cruel, Rani. So cruel.
And she did this before actually. Also,
Yes.
she said pagal before.
And she knows
also.
it's a trigger
And
word
she
for
knows,
him.
yes.
Yeah, so
That's
that was a nice. By the way, they do show her that she was regretful of her behavior. She confesses to her
Yeah.
father. She confesses to her sister. So she is regretful, Amma, but not good, Rani. Other than the fact she has conversations with Raja, this Raja is a cheapster, fraud, fishing, catfishing Raja. Because she's like, oh, so where are you coming from? He's like, where did your Raja go
Yeah.
to? She's like, London. So he's like, yeah, I'm coming from London. Rani, she's shown to be so smart and street smart, and you are like, and then she asks him, oh, where do I
How
live?
many years passed? And like,
How many since we were young? I mean, that's a
Yeah.
very vague answer. And then she's like, so where do I live or something? And he's like, oh, someone from London is calling me or something like
Yeah.
that. So now she's going to meet him in the restaurant and she's going to find out that I was being duped and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, Rani's, I will say the actress Hina Afridi. What do you, I know we love Faisal Qureshi every time we say, so I'm not even gonna bother asking this question. What about Hina Afridi? Do you have any things to say about her? Because I have something to say.
really?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about her acting. I mean, seems fine to me actually. I'm thinking just like I didn't see much like negative something. And positive also I can say just she's a good actor, I guess.
Okay, at first I really liked her acting in the
Yes,
first
yeah.
episode, but I feel like she is always irritated with everyone. She's irritated with Xavier even before when he came to her, when she found him on the road. She's irritated with her mother always.
Yeah.
She's even irritated with her sister.
Sister also.
She is irritated with the mechanic, uncle,
Yeah.
ustad, or whatever. She always
I
has
feel like
this.
she needs to find just her Raja, like that's her
Yes.
thing, yeah.
But I feel like her acting
so
to
much
me is a
irritated.
little one tone. I need more from Rani. I need more, some more, I don't know, more than just irritation and sadness on her face. She is always irritated. Even when her father lost his kidney, remember in the hospital, she
Yeah.
was like, like instead
True.
of being like, oh, Baba, are you fine? No, she didn't show any
Yeah.
such emotions,
No.
right?
True.
Am I wrong? If from since the beginning
you
of
are right, actually,
this
yeah.
show, she has one
Yeah.
kind of expression.
True.
So I think Hina Afridi is so beautiful, by the way. I am in awe of her beauty and everything, but I feel like just her expressions, there needs to be more variation.
True.
Anything else to add?
No, I mean Junaid is really evil and Junaid's parents really, really evil.
Erdem loves that. I know
Yeah.
how much you hate that.
Yeah, I'm stuck
Yeah.
in that point.
Yeah. Time to show our reaction
Okay, let's
to this. Wait, actually, I have to think about this. Okay, I have.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
E,
Oh, same.
one thumbs
Yes.
up. Good. E means good. These episodes were good because for me, it was good more because of the unpredictability. So yeah, I like that. Keep it up. That's all today, guys. Please write
Your comments.
comments, subscribe, and like our video. That will encourage us. Let's move on
to word of the day.
Today's word is something that very ajeeb metaphors are
From
used in
Raaja Rani.
Raaja Rani. Again, angrily, Rani says to Xavier that you guys, rich people, think we poor people are like plastic bags. Lifafe hain hum kya? So we thought, why not? Let's translate the word lifafa,
Lifafa.
which in Turkish translates to.
It is poşet. This word can be a little hard maybe for our
Poşet?
audience. Poşet.
No.
You can see, right? You also
Poşet.
poşet easily. Poşet.
Our audience are Pakistani. I'm Pakistani. Poshet, you can say
Poshet.
poshet. Evet,
Okay.
Poshet is easy. That's all.
That's all.
So guys, stay safe, have a good weekend, and pray for the world. I hope peace. I mean, actually, I don't even want to go there
Yeah.
because, So on this happy note, let's finish our video. Khuda Hafiz, Allah Hafiz, bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Like,
Share.
subscribe.
This is so girly.
No, it isn't.